Kalalau Malak Yahweh, Wa Yahushai Bahashem, Racha, Quadash, and double honors to the elders of GMS who rule well. Blessings unto those men, and blessings and salutations to the Akim out there in truth, pushing his word in all sincerity and in honesty. With that being said, Shalom Israel, Barakatah. Today's lesson: the defense systems shall fail. And here I have a February 19th, 2025 article from aviationweek.com that says, Ball Aerospace acquisition positions Bay for U.S. Iron Dome work. And Bay Systems PLC is a British multinational aerospace defense and information security company based in London, England. A further reading of this article says, London Bay Systems acquisition of Ball Aerospace last year will help position the company for a potential role on the proposed Iron Dome for America missile defense project. Speaking as the company announced its full year results on February 19th, the head of Bay US. Now we know that the president signed an executive order to develop an American-made Iron Dome missile shield over America. But according to this article of the Union of Concerned Scientists, as you can clearly see here, it has been said that the calls for a U.S. Iron Dome is a fantasy. Let's go right over to the point which says, the president's vision of an Iron Dome over America is a fantasy. The apparent successes of Israel's Iron Dome system are not relevant to U.S. homeland defense. Iron Dome defends small areas from short-range, non-nuclear missiles. It's a vastly easier task than defending the whole country against missiles that travel 100 times further and 7 times faster than those Iron Dome is built for. Homeland missile defense requires an entirely different kind of defense, and because ICBMs carry nuclear-armed missiles, it needs to be very reliable and effective. Invoking Iron Dome is just marketing, trying to manufacture credibility for something that has never worked. And this statement comes from Dr. Laura Grego, a union member of Concerned Scientists. And her statement is correct, because on the day of Babylon the Great's judgment, no missile shall fail to destroy their strategic targets. And do not be surprised if those chariots of the Lord shut down their defense systems with the greatest of ease. And if these so-called UFOs deactivated nukes in 1967, what makes you believe that they cannot do the same unto their defense systems? There's nothing impossible for the angels of the Lord inside of those ships. There's nothing impossible for the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai.
Declassified U.S. government documents and witness testimony from former or retired U.S. military personnel confirm beyond any doubt the reality of ongoing UFO incursions at nuclear weapons sites. When I say UFO, the witnesses have described these craft as disc-shaped or cylindrical shaped or spherical. These objects are capable of both hovering and high-velocity flight, usually completely silently. Over the past 37 years, I have personally located and interviewed more than 120 of these former or retired military personnel, all of whom report UFO incidents at one or more of the following locations: nuclear missile sites, nuclear weapons storage areas, and nuclear weapons test sites in Nevada and the Pacific during the era of atomic atmospheric testing. I believe, these gentlemen believe, that this planet is being visited by beings from another world who, for whatever reason, have taken an interest in the nuclear arms race which began at the end of World War II. Regarding the missile shutdown incidents, my opinion, their opinion, is that whoever are aboard these craft are sending a signal to both Washington and Moscow, among others, that we are playing with fire, that the possession and threatened use of nuclear weapons potentially threatens the human race and the integrity of the planetary environment.
I remember that interview with former Air Force Captain Robert Salas, who was at Malmstrom Air Force Base in Montana in 1967, when 10 ICBMs he was overseeing suddenly became inoperative. And at the same time, base security informed him of a mysterious red glowing object in the sky. That's all documented. And when it comes to the scriptures, no prophecy shall fail, according to the scripture of Isaiah 34:16. Isaiah chapter 34 and verse 16. Seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read. No one of these shall fail. None shall want her mate. For my mouth it hath commanded, and his spirit it hath gathered them. No one of these shall fail. What shall not fail are the prophecies of the Lord Yahweh wa Yahushai. And neither shall the nukes fail when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world. No prophecy shall fail. So those defense systems shall fail. Even the Iron Dome. These arrows of the nation shall not miss when they are shot from their respective silos. Even Navy ships have vertical launch system silos, and submarines also have missile tubes that are similar to silos. That's why I say perspective silos. Even those armed airplanes shall shoot forth their missiles of destruction. Mounted upon those planes. But let's go over to the scripture of 2 Esdras 16 and 13, because no arrow shall miss to take out modern day Babylon the Great, when they shall be shot into the ends of the world. Here we have 2 Esdras 16 and 13. For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp, and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world. The bow represents the silo, and the arrow represents the missile. You know, when you draw back a bow and let it go, you're releasing the arrow. The same thing with those missiles. They come out of the silos. There's perspective silos. These 200 million missiles shall not miss, nor break their ranks in flight. These swords of the Lord shall fall upon modern day Idumea. And Idumea is a Greek word of saying Edom, for Edom. America is known as modern day Idumea, Sodom, Basra, Babylon the Great, and Egypt, according to the scriptures, just to name a few. America as we know it today is a continuation that originated and derived from the Roman Empire, because the Roman Empire and America have a lot of similarities. America is an extension of Rome. It's the fourth beast that is spoken about in the 7th chapter of the book of Daniel. And it shall become the lake of fire. The day cometh when these sharp arrows shall be shot into the ends of the world. day cometh when it shall burn like an oven, scriptures say. The ends of the world is in reference to America. And when it comes to modern day Babylon the Great, it shall be completely destroyed from coast to coast. The day cometh that shall burn like an oven. But with that being said, let's go over to Psalms 137 and verse 8. Psalms 137 and verse 8. O daughter of Babylon, who art to be destroyed, happy shall he be that rewardeth thee as thou hast served us. O daughter of Babylon speaks of modern day Babylon the Great, which is America. When it comes to modern day Babylon the Great, it is known as the great altar of sacrifice. Let's go over to Isaiah 47 and 1. Isaiah 47 and 1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. And when it comes to the scriptures on Babylon, it could be talking about the Medo-Babylonian Empire in the time period before the birth of the Messiah, or about modern day America in these times. When it comes to the virgin daughter of Babylon, that now refers to America in these times. Right, the virgin daughter of Babylon. O virgin daughter of Babylon represents modern day Babylon, which is America. And no more throne means no more Edomite rulership. And when it speaks of the dust, meaning in a state of confusion, America is that land of confusion. Another scripture that also speaks of the dust is Isaiah 52 and 2. With that being said, let's go over to the first verse of Isaiah 52 and 1. Isaiah chapter 52 and verse 1. Awake, awake, put on thy strength, O Zion. Put on thy beautiful garments, O Jerusalem, the holy city, for henceforth there shall no more come into thee the uncircumcised and the unclean. Put on thy strength. That is in reference to this knowledge and deals with the realization and of the returning to your Israelite culture. Your strength deals with your true identity in a society that deals with that covering cast to wake up to your true nationality. That is your strength. Put on thy beautiful garment speaks of the covering, which goes into Ezekiel 37. We are putting on the fact that we are Israelites. O Jerusalem, the holy city also refers to Israelites. And Jerusalem is a people before a place. For henceforth there shall no more come into thee the uncircumcised and the unclean. Once the kingdom is established here on earth, everything shall be in order. All the heathen nations shall be beneath you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, and they shall bow down unto the Israelites. All the 18 nations are here today, and they shall also go back to their true biblical nationality. Just as the Lord Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai ordained or intended from the very beginning. The Lord shall destroy that covering cast that is set over all the people. Let's go over to Isaiah 52 and 2. Isaiah 52 and verse 2. Shake thyself from the dust, arise and sit down, O Jerusalem. Loose thyself from the bands of thy neck, O captive daughter of Zion. Jerusalem It's first a people before a place. And Zion means monument, which represents Israel. Shake thyself from the dust, meaning from the confusion of Babylon the Great, which is America. You see? The scriptures speak of America in parables and in mystery. Because imagine if the word America were to be placed just as it is, America, this Bible would have been outlawed. That's why the Bible is written in parable and in mystery. When it comes to modern day Babylon the Great, it shall be totally destroyed, and the scenery and landscapes that the people once knew shall drastically change in that besom of destruction. It shall be swept in that besom of destruction. There shall be no trace of the landmarks, because the missiles and the chariots shooting forth their laser beam fire, those chariots of the Lord, will see to that. On that day, no arrow shall miss. But with that being said, Kalalah Malak Yahweh, Wa Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Racha, Kodash, and double honors to the elders of Jemes Ruel, blessings unto those men, and blessings and salutations to the Akim out there in truth, pushing his word in all sincerity and in honesty. With that being said, Shalom Israel, Barakatah.